Welcome to Excel Unit C Skills Review. The first thing we're going to do is open Excel C2 project file. I have it on my desktop so it's easy to find. And the first thing the book says in step 1A is to save this file and give it a name. So we're going to do File, Save As. I'm going to save mine on the desktop because that's easy for me to find it. And we're going to save this as Excel C. The second click allows me to just edit the existing name and type in life insurance premiums. Okay, now we save that. And you'll notice that the name of the file changes up here. Now before we get started with step 1B, I'd like to do something that will make the sheet a little easier to read. If we come up between the A and the B, the cursor becomes a two-sided arrow, and if I double click it, auto sizes it so that you can read everything and it's not all jammed up. Okay, so if we move on to 1B, it says enter a formula in cell B10 that totals the number of employees. So here we have cell B10 and we can see in our name box that this is in fact the selected cell. And we're just going to come over to the fastest way to do it, which is the auto sum button. One click gives you a preview. This is called a marquee highlight because it sort of looks like Broadway. It gives you a preview of what the computer thinks we want to add. If we wanted to add something else, we could because this range is selected and we could just drag on something else. But since we like this, we can click auto sum again and we have our total for 47 employees. Now in cell C5, we want to create a formula that calculates the monthly insurance premium for the accounting department. Now, every formula in our formula bar has to start with an equal sign, otherwise the computer thinks it's text. And we don't want to type in cell addresses, we just want to click. That way, if the number of employees changes, then we change this number to say 10 employees, everything will recalculate because the formula is not based on a number, it's based on a cell address. So we have equals B5 times, and the monthly insurance premium per employee is, I wish, only $25.89. Now we want to make this part of the formula a constant, so we're going to hit the F4 key, which edits in dollar signs. It has nothing to do with money. It just tells the computer that this cell address is locked. It is fixed in place. I'm going to click the green checkbox to accept that formula. Now it says in number 1D, to copy the formula in this range in cell 5 down to the range C6 to C10. We do that by using our fill handle, which is this little black box in the corner, and when we place the cursor right on it, it becomes a thick black cross, and we come all the way down to C10 and we have our premiums are calculated. If I look at one of these, I can see that this formula has read down to B7. So the first part of the formula is relative, it reads down, but the second part of the formula is absolute. Even though it's reading down in the B column, over here for this cell, it doesn't move. It's always B14. Even when we come down to B9, when we come down to B10, it's still B14. That's what those dollar signs do for us. They lock in that cell address and make it an absolute cell reference. Okay, so moving on. We want to format the range of cells C5 to C10 for accounting number. So up here on our ribbon, this is our number area. We drop down and we find accounting. Counting left aligns the dollar sign, unlike currency, which right aligns the dollar sign to the number. We'll go back to accounting. And it gives you 2 decimal places. Now, step F asks you to change the format of cells C6 to C9 to simply the comma style. And we come back up here in our number area of our ribbon and we click comma style. So this takes the dollar signs off and just gives us a plain style here. If we had 4 digits here, it would be digit comma 336. Okay, moving on to cell G, it says reduce the number of decimals in cell B14 to 0. So let's go to B14. We come back up into number, and this is our decreased decimal symbol. So we click it twice, and we have eliminated the decimals.